Good morning and welcome to my morning coffee with Blake. So today, basically what's going to happen was, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a s'mores iced latte with vanilla cream cold foam. So here's the thing. I don't have the regular stuff that you would use to make a latte. Or vanilla cream cold foam. So this is going to be a fun experiment. Hopefully this goes well. But yeah, so I'm going to be showing you guys step by step what I'm going to be doing. So we can go ahead and start with the first thing. Okay, so for the first step, if you guys know anything about a latte, basically you need espresso. And I don't have espresso. I mean, I could brew extremely strong coffee. That would probably do the job. But what I'm going to do is, do you guys remember the trend with whipped coffee? And remember how we needed instant coffee? There's a way to make basically a shot of espresso using this. And that's what I'm going to be doing today. So basically, first things first, you're going to want to get a small cup of water. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, hello, I'm back. So just a little clarification. You probably want something that has a handle on it because you're going to be putting water in it, putting it in the microwave and heating it up. So you're going to want something you can hold it with that's not, the actual cup, because you might burn yourself. And I don't recommend doing that because it really hurts. Okay, so as far as how much water you put in, I say put about as much liquid as you think would go into 2 shots of espresso. Obviously, if you know like alcohol shots, 2 shots. If you don't know alcohol shots and you want to use like an actual measuring cup, about 1/4 cup. This is a half cup, but like on the inside it says 1/4. 1/4 cup of water. That's about as much milk as you put into mac and cheese, if you guys have ever made Kraft mac and cheese. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and heat this up, get this really hot and steamy. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and heated up my water for about 1.5 minutes. And now I'm going to go ahead and get the instant coffee. So basically what you're going to want to do, since I'm doing 2 shots of espresso, I'm going to get a tablespoon. This is a tablespoon, this is a teaspoon. I'm going to get a tablespoon and I'm going to put 2 heaping tablespoons of espresso into this. So, now I don't want it to be like heaping, but just like a little heaping. So there's just a little extra and put it in. And then gonna go ahead and do that again. A little bit heaping, slightly heaping, put it in. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab a spoon and mix that up. And bam, now I have really strong espresso right here. You can't see it. I'm going to try to show it at an angle so that you can see it. If you just angle it up, look down at it like this. Wow, that cinematography was terrible. I'm going to fix that real quick. Okay, so here is what the espresso looks like. Oh, it's so hot and steamy. And I really got to mix it up and mix it in well, because last time I didn't, and I got like just a straight up taste of coffee in one of my last sips. Frick, I spilt it. Okay, now that this iced latte is actually for tomorrow and not for today, I'm gonna go ahead and put this into a tiny little container, put it in my refrigerator so it's nice and chilled for tomorrow. Okay, so you can see that is like pitch black right now and it's steaming at the moment. So I'm gonna kind of leave it out so that I don't mess it up somehow. I don't know if I could, but I'm paranoid, so I might. I don't know. Okay, so on to the next step. The next step is heating the milk. So basically, obviously, if you have an actual espresso machine, you would steam the milk, and that works a lot easier. But I don't have an actual espresso machine, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do instead. So basically, I'm going to use the same cup. I'm going to fill it pretty much to the top with milk, and then I'll show you the next step after that. So let's go ahead and do this part first. Okay, so I went ahead and steamed the milk. Well, I didn't. I microwaved the milk.
You really did, too.
Thank you. Okay, and I saw this video, right, and it was explaining how you can basically foam the milk using a French press machine, which I luckily, recently my mother got one from IKEA. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
She said you're welcome. Okay, but yeah, so basically you heat up the milk for not too long, because apparently if you heat it over a certain temperature, it ruins the chemical structure of it or something, and it makes the milk taste like eggs, apparently. So be careful when you're heating up the milk. Don't heat it up too much, because that could be problematic. Unless you want your latte to taste like eggs, which, I mean, I would judge you for that, but... Okay.
Scrambled?
Scrambled
Fried?
eggs, apparently fried eggs.
Deviled?
Sunny side up is actually pretty good. That's my preference. Okay, but yeah, so you grab it, and then you're basically going to press it down, and for the beginning, since there's nothing there, you don't really need to worry about it. But once you get to the bottom where there's actually stuff, go slowly and steadily And basically, you're gonna just press down, press up, press down, press up until eventually the texture should change and look a little
Not
different.
left and right.
Not left and right, unless you're holding it sideways. But then you'd be pouring milk on yourself, so don't do that either.
64, 95, 110, 159, 162.
Your counting is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. That's not even multiples of 5.
Yeah. I'm confused because this doesn't go all the way down. I figured it would go all the way down. It would make a little more sense, but it doesn't. So
Everyone knows only the top 3/4 of an inch matter.
well, it's also made for coffee, not steaming milk.
You're steaming milk? Well, does coffee float?
What? No, that's why there's a filter, Mom. You're confusing me. Okay, so anyways, I did that for a bit, and then. Thank you. Oh yeah, but okay, so I did that for a bit. Honestly, gonna be totally honest, not much changed, but I mean, like, supposedly I think I did something according to the video I watched. So now I'm gonna go ahead and chill this, and then I'll chill the other things, and then I'll come back tomorrow and show you me finishing this. Okay, what's up? So there's a change of scenery today. It's a beautiful day out, and my mom was blasting copyrighted music, so I had to come outside. So I have everything I need here. I have a cup. I went ahead and put 3 ice cubes in it. That's my frame of reference because I drink things relatively fast. I don't need a lot of ice in it. I have the milk, the espresso. Right here is the flavoring. I got s'mores syrup. And then I have the stuff to make vanilla cream cold foam. I have a little bit of powdered sugar, probably a little less than 1/4 a cup of powdered sugar. My dog is taking something from me. Okay, but yeah, so basically, I don't have one of those fancy machines with like the little circle where you put it in the thing and it like blends it up. So I'm gonna show you how to make Cold Stone cream. What? I'm an idiot. Okay. You guessed it. Congratulations. You knew what I was going to say. Okay, anyways. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys how to make low budget from home vanilla cream cold foam if you don't have one of those machines. So basically this is another thing that some people might not have, but if you have one of these ball dinghies, they typically are used for protein shakes. This works out perfectly as like a little whisk. If you put it in a small container and then you cover the container and then you shake it up. But yeah, so basically what I'm going to go ahead and do, the wind just blew my phone. I'm kind of terrified that it might blow over my entire, like, setup because I'm using a glass bottle to hold up my phone right now, which is not a smart idea at all, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the heavy whipping cream. That's about enough. You want to put in about as much as you want of the vanilla cream, you know? So that's probably about the right amount. And then vanilla, you'd only put in a little bit because vanilla has a very strong flavor. So just a little drip drop, right? And then go ahead and put in your powdered sugar. And the powdered sugar isn't necessarily like a need, but I just put it in there because it makes it a little extra sweet and it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. It's going to take about like 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute at max. So now that I'm done, I've made the vanilla cream cold foam. I also made a giant mess, which I'm going to need to come back out and clean later. I'm going to go to wash my hands real quick. Okay, now that I'm back from that, I'm going to go ahead and start actually making the drink. So first things first, I'm going to put the espresso in. I'm using a smaller cup than I usually do, so I'm not going to use all the espresso. But I'm going to go ahead and put some in. This espresso is very strong, by the way. So probably about that much. That's more than enough. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of the flavoring. S'mores flavored, obviously. I don't need that much because, once again, it's a small cup. And then I have my foamed milk, which obviously after a day later, I'm not even sure if it actually is still going to be like foamed. It's probably just like straight up milk at this point. But I don't really care. It's still going to taste good. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in to about there. And I'm going to go ahead and pour the vanilla cream cold foam on top. And badoom waboom, delicious. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and do the cool glamour shot in a second.